Om Shanti. Today we are going to read Murli of 27th February 1972. Rakiba, can you please share the screen?
Session.
Okay, thank you. So, title of the Murli is Holi Swan Memorial Holi. You are those souls who constantly stay in the company of the Father. The holy swans who are colored by the color of spirituality. For those who remain constantly holy, it is always holy. For those who remain constantly holy, it is always holy. So, you souls who are colored by the colors of the Father's love, cooperation, and all the powers, and who remain equal to the Father, do you celebrate Holi all the time or only temporarily? Those who constantly celebrate Holi constantly celebrate a meeting with the Father. They constantly swing and dance in super sensuous joy and imperishable happiness. Are you the holy swans who remain stable in such a stage? People anticipate every festival in order to put enthusiasm into themselves. For the festivals give them temporary enthusiasm. However, for you elevated souls, not only each day, but every second is a festival. That is, it makes you enthusiastic. Imperishable means that there is constantly one festival or another. Because there is no difference in your enthusiasm, so that means it is constant. Does it not? Have you come to celebrate Holi? Or having become holy yourselves, have you come to celebrate a meeting with the holiest and sweetest Father? Or have you come to show your spiritual form of the color of constantly being in the company? At Holi, people become intoxicated in temporary intoxication. So, do you experience your form of imperishable, godly intoxication? Because of being intoxicated in the intoxication of Holi, you forget your relations. That is, you go beyond the awareness of being junior or senior. You consider everyone to be equal. And you play Holi with that intoxication. Whatever sanskars of enmity there are in the mind for one another, they are forgotten by everyone for a temporary period. Because that day is for celebrating the auspicious meeting. When did this perishable system and custom begin? Who were the instruments to start this system? You Brahmins. Now, when you stabilize yourselves in the holy stage, that is, in the stage of purity, and when you are colored by the color of the Father's company, then, whilst experiencing this godly intoxication, you forget the awareness of the body, the awareness of different relationships, and the awareness of being senior or junior. And you only have the awareness form of the soul. So, people of the world celebrate the memorial of your having been constantly in this stage over a long period of time. Do you have the intoxication and happiness that you can see the memorial as the proof of your practical stage? While seeing the memorials, do you remember the activities you performed in the previous cycle? In the mirror of these memorials, do you see visions of the divine activities you performed in a practical way at the present time? You can see the memorials of your divine activities, can you not? You hear people speak of your stage in the form of praise, do you not? You can also see the memorial of your living spiritual form and of your activities. Whilst seeing all of this and hearing all of this, what do you experience? Do you think I am that? Do you experience this? Or do you think that this memorial is of some other special soul? You saw how Baba in the Sakar form had faith in every action. While seeing his future memorial, he always had the intoxication and happiness that he was that same being. In the same way, while seeing the memorial, hearing about the divine activities, and hearing the praise, do all of you experience this happiness and intoxication of being that same image? You should constantly have the awareness that you are now playing this part in the practical form. And at the same time, you are also seeing the memorials of your part. In the whole cycle, there are only a few souls who see their memorials with awareness. In fact, many can see the memorials, but they do not have awareness. Only you souls have the parts of being able to see your memorials with this awareness. So, what should happen when you see your memorials with awareness? A few gave a response. You are victorious anyway. You have already applied the tilak of victory. When you go to the gurus and pandits, they apply a tilak on your forehead. Here too, as soon as you come and become a child, because of having the awareness of your own stage, you receive from Bapdada the tilak of being constantly victorious. This is why the pandits also apply a tilak. All the systems are now carried out through Brahmins. The father of the Brahmins, the creator, is always with you. The word child proves the relationship of the father. Those who surrender themselves can never be defeated. Those who surrender themselves can never be defeated. Awareness brings power, and by being powerful, your tasks are successful. Awareness brings power, and by being powerful, your tasks are successful. That is, you attain what you were just told about: happiness, intoxication, and the aim. Because of all these things disappearing, there is weakness. Because of forgetfulness, there is a lack of power. Why there is lack of power? Because of forgetfulness. Power is received through having awareness. And as soon as you have awareness, you attain total success. That is, all your tasks are successfully accomplished. Whatever task those who remain constantly in awareness carry out, or whatever thought they create, they have the faith that that task or that thought has already been accomplished successfully. That is, souls who have such faith in the intellect move along considering their success and victory to be guaranteed. They have the faith that victory is already guaranteed. What will the stage be of those who move along considering success to be guaranteed? What special sparkle will be visible on their faces? You were told about faith and how they will have the faith that victory is guaranteed for them. But what will be visible on their faces? If victory is guaranteed, they will remain carefree. Will they not? There will not be any lines of worry visible in any situation. Are you those who constantly have such faith in the intellect that you are victorious and carefree? If not, how would you be called those with 100% faith? To have 100% faith means to be victorious and to remain carefree. To have 100% faith means to be victorious and to remain carefree. Now, you can check yourself from this to see whether you have 100% faith in all aspects. Just to have faith in the Father does not mean to have faith in the intellect. You have to have faith in the intellect for the Father, but you must also have simultaneous faith in the intellect for your own sake. As well as that, you need 100% faith in the intellect for whatever act of the drama is being repeated at every second. First, we have to have faith in the Father. Second, you have to faith in the intellect for your own self. And third, you need to have 100% faith in the intellect for whatever act of the drama is being repeated at every second. Only such a soul is called a soul with faith in the intellect. You have 100% faith in the Father. There is no question of doubt about that. But you do not have to pass in just one subject. You must also have just as much faith in your own self, that you are that same elevated soul from the previous cycle who played a part with the Father. As well as that, you must also see every part of the drama whilst in this stage. Every part is beneficial for me, the elevated soul. Those who constantly pass in these three types of faith, such souls with faith in the intellect, remain close to the Father. in liberation and in liberation in life. Those who constantly pass in these three types of faith, such souls with faith in the intellect remain close to the Father in liberation and in liberation in life. Those with such faith in the intellect never have any questions. An intellect with faith does not have the language of why and what and so on. Because when questions Q are asked, a queue is formed. Devotees and not enlightened souls stand in a queue. A queue is to be formed in front of you, is it not? One has to wait in a queue. The moments of waiting have now finished. Now it is time for the devotees to wait. Knowledge means the time for attaining, the time for celebrating a meeting. Knowledge means the time for attaining, the time for celebrating a meeting. Do you have such faith in the intellect? The memorials of souls who have such faith in the intellect are shown here. Have you seen your memorial? Have you seen Achalghar, home of stability? Maya can never attack those who have surrendered themselves to Bap Dada with all their thoughts. Such souls remain safe from any attack of Maya. If you become the children, Bacha Banna, you remain safe, Bachna. But if you do not become children, you cannot be safe from Maya. The method to be safe from Maya is very easy. Become a child, sit in Baba's lap, and you will remain safe. Become a child, sit in Baba's lap, and you will remain safe. First, you are given the yukti to keep yourself safe, and then you are sent somewhere. You are sent away so that you become brave, not for you to experience defeat. You are sent to play games. Since you are in your alokik life and you are those who perform alokik actions, all the games you have in this alokik life are also alokik. And only in this alokik age do you experience them. This is a game which you have to play and not be defeated in. You are made to play games in order to maintain good health and physical strength. In the alokik age, you are made to play this alokik game by the alokik Father. Play the game with this awareness, and you will then not become afraid or confused. You will not become distressed, and you will not be defeated. So what you have to do, you have to play the game with this awareness. So we will not become afraid or confused, and we will not get defeated. Constantly stay in the state of this pride. So these are alokik toys to play with. When you stay in this godly pride, awareness of the body will easily be finished. When you come down from godly pride, you then become body conscious. So now color yourself with the color of constant company for all time. At every second, whilst celebrating a meeting with the Father, look in the mirror of your chart at the tilak of victory, which you apply on your forehead. every day at Amrit Vela. Just as you wake up at Amrit Vela and decorate the body in the same way, decorate the soul with all the powers received from the Father. Those who are decorated will become images that can destroy evil. Those who are decorated will become images that can destroy evil. You are the most elevated souls out of the whole world, are you not? You are the most elevated souls out of the whole world, are you not? The decoration of elevated souls is also elevated. Your non-living images are constantly decorated. The images of the Shaktis and goddesses are portrayed as the decorated images that destroy evil. So, every day at Amrit Vela, be a detached observer and decorate your soul. You are the ones who have to put on the decorations, and you have to put them on your own selves. Then you will not fluctuate in any situation, but will remain unshakable. What you have to do, you have to put on the decorations and you have to put them on your own selves. Decorations of all the powers. Such souls are called Holi Swans. People celebrate Holi, but you yourselves are Holi Swans. Acha. To such holy swans from holiest Bap Dada, love, remembrance, and namaste. Personal meetings. Be courageous. Do all of you consider yourselves to be courageous? No matter what happens or what situation comes in front of you, never lose courage. Courage is the breath of Brahmin life. If you lost courage, you have stopped breathing. If breathing stops, then what is then left? If you have courage, then you will become conscious from having become unconscious. The basis of progress in science is courage. On the basis of courage, they are able to reach the moon. They are able to change day into night and night into day. Those who move along with courage easily receive a blessing, and anything difficult becomes easy. The impossible becomes possible. In order to be a destroyer of attachment, consider yourself to be a trustee. All of you are making effort to become soul conscious. Are you not? To be soul conscious means to be a destroyer of attachment. In the example of Arjuna, in the previous cycle, it has been shown that Arjuna found something to be difficult when he had the consciousness of mind. When this mind finishes, you become a destroyer of attachment. That is, you become an embodiment of remembrance. My husband, my wife, my home, my children, my shop, my office, all of this mind makes an easy thing difficult. The means of an easy path is to be a destroyer of attachment. That is, a trustee. With this awareness, make yourself and others easy yogis. Remain seated on the seat of a master creator, and on the basis of this seat, you will automatically receive all powers. Do not come down. Below is just the dirt of the Maya of body consciousness. If you come down, you will become dirty. That is, you will become impure from pure. When a child gets down from his place, he becomes dirty. Attention is paid that the child doesn't become dirty. To come into body consciousness means to become dirty. You are a pure soul. If there is even a little bit of dust on something clean, then it is clearly visible. The slightest dirt of body consciousness will be clearly visible on you, pure souls. The slightest dirt of body consciousness will be clearly visible on you, pure souls. To come into body consciousness repeatedly means to play in the dirt or to eat it. You are not like that, are you? The sanskars of the past don't emerge sometimes, do they? Since you have died alive, that of the past has finished. To die alive means a Brahmin life. Brahmins never play in the dirt. Those are the things of a Shudra. So, remain constantly in the lap of the Father's remembrance. A mother would keep her specially loved child in her lap and not allow him or her to go into the dirt. So, you are the specially loved children. Are you not? So, you cannot play with dirt. Continue to play with jewels. Those who play with dirt cannot be the Father's children. The children of the Royal Father cannot play with dirt. This birth of dying alive is to eat instant and practical fruit. You do something and you have an attainment. There is now no need to labor. It is the time to eat the fruit. It is the time to stay in the life of supersensuous joy. So, are you those who constantly swing in the swing of supersensuous joy? Those who swing in this swing now will swing with Sri Krishna. Those who swing in this swing now will swing with Sri Krishna. You are making such effort, are you not? This is known as intense effort. Acha, Om Shanti. Let's stay in remembrance for a few minutes. Om Shanti. Now you all can share your journeys.
Om Shanti. Baba says you are a pure soul. So the slightest dirt of body consciousness will be clearly visible on you, pure souls. And Baba says that to come into body consciousness means to play in the dirt or to even eat the dirt. So this is basically for the practice that Baba says that continue to play with jewels, keep checking and check whether I'm playing with the dirt or playing with jewels, because we the children, most beloved children of Baba, cannot play with dirt, and the children of the royal father cannot play with the dirt. This is a good concept which I am taking it as a takeaway. Om Shanti.
Wonderful, brother.
Yes, Baba says today that to save yourself from playing from dirt, always be constantly connected with Baba. And then he also mentions that remain as a child sitting in the lap of Baba. So, bacha banoge to bach jaoge. That's the point. Practice Om Shanti.
Very nice, sister.
And also one reflection that it's very easy and natural, but because the consciousness of me and mine makes it difficult. So this we need to check that uh, have I made the relationship with Father difficult one by bringing the me and mineness, my wife, my family, my office, my shop, my business. That mindness has to be taken out, and you have to be the destroyer of the attachment and be a trustee. Everything is Baba's, and then the labor of there will not be any need to labor. It will be like eating the instant fruit and practical fruit in the life, or that super sensuous joy will be being experienced. So, Om Shanti.
Wonderful, brother.
Om Shanti. Good
Om
morning.
Shanti.
I like this line where Papa said this, be courageous. Courage is the breath of Brahmin life. And any situation or anything happens, right, comes in your way, never lose that courage. Because it's through that courage that we receive blessings and power, from Baba. That's where we make the difficulties, difficult situation easy, impossible, possible, and so on. I think this is Himmate Bache Madade Path. Right? When we show courage, then we also receive support from Baba. So the first step is from our side, being courageous. Om Shanti. Thank you.
Right. As Baba said, the basis of progress is courage. Even the science people can do anything because of courage. So we need to be courageous.
Shanti sister. My
Om
takeaway
Shanti.
point is for ordinary people, this festival gives temporary enthusiasm. But holy elevated souls, for them, not only each day, every second is a festival. That is, it makes you enthusiastic. Holy means meeting with the holiest, sweetest Father, And holy for people, it gives temporary intoxication, whereas for us, it gives imperishable godly intoxication. For us, holy, all are equal, no junior or senior. In that state, temporarily, they forget all their enmity. So, because of that day, we celebrating the auspicious meeting with the Supreme.
Very nice, sister. BK, you have shared that every part in drama is beneficial for me. Never lose courage. Rakhi Bena shared, unshakable faith guarantees success. 3 types of faith: faith in Baba, faith in self, and faith in drama. Very nice, sister.
Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti.
Today's Murli is full of self-intoxication. Baba mentioned so many points about self-intoxication. So in that especially Baba said, you are the most elevated soul. You are very special soul, especially loud soul. So your decoration should also be most elevated. So even your Jada Chitras are also always remain elevated. So your decoration should be with the powers. So that I like the most, sister. Om Shanti.
Wonderful, sister. Om Shanti.
In just adding a reflection to this is, sister, that the Lokik souls, they just do the actions, but unlike them, we have the specialty, the Baba's children have the specialty that we do the actions while at the same simultaneously remembering the memorial in our consciousness. So that doing actions and the remembrance of the memorials goes together. Om Shanti.
Very nice, brother.
What is that, brother? Remembrance of the memorial?
That the particular action, I have done it earlier also, and that was a memorial. That's a memorial means Baba says Achal Ghar and various memorials, Delwara temple. We are the Chaitanya Delwara temple, embodiments of Delwara temples. We are those tapasvi souls who were always in all relationship with one father. And the Achal Ghar, like unshakable stage, the soul, the energy. So that is what we do the actions like Mansa, Vani, and Karma, while also remembering the memorial aspect of that. And that's a world class. Om Shanti.
Thank you, brother. And one more thing Baba mentioned in Mahabharata as an example, Arjuna feels some difficulty in that episode. So that example also I like. Usually Baba's example I like very much, and it makes me very clear and deep. Similarly, how he fails to conquer attachment, it is because of mind, so many minds. He similarly, my father, my husband. So all these are our obstacles.
Yes,
Om Shanti.
Arjuna had the minus that the war he's fighting. He was supposed to fight his own relatives and blood relations. So he was thinking that they are mine, and they're my uncle, they're my brother, my father. But actually, Shiv Baba removed that meanness and said, you are just a trustee, and you are responsible for your own actions and your words, and thoughts. So focus on that. Be a soul consciousness. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Mumbai have shared in chat box that courage is the breath of Brahmin life. If you lost courage, you have stopped breathing. Radhamani sister has shared, the Creator is always with us. B.K. Girija has shared, faith to have faith in the intellect for the Father and simultaneous faith in the intellect for self. Bijit Ashok's brother has shared, awareness brings power. By being powerful, your tasks are successful. Radhamani sister has shared, awareness brings power, and by being powerful. Girija sister has shared, past 3 types of faith, closed souls, no questions, attaining and celebrating. I shall become a child that I am safe, Maya can never attack. Rakhi has shared, constantly stay in the stage of colored, in the color of the company. That's celebrating spiritual holy. Radhamani sister has shared, for us, victory is already guaranteed. Girija sister has shared, become a child, sit in Baba's lap, and you will be safe. And last is Rakhi has shared, conference age is the time for celebrating each second. Wonderful. Now let's sit back in remembrance for a few minutes. Let's stabilize in this Swaman. Sit back comfortably. I, the soul, is a holy swan. I am the soul who have faith in Baba. I am the soul who have faith in my own self. I am the soul who have faith in Brahma. I am Baba's child, sitting in Baba's lap. I, the soul, play with jewels. I, the soul, is courageous. I, the soul, is trusty. I am easy. I am an elevated Brahmin soul. Who play with alaukic toys. The Creator is always with me. And victory is guaranteed for me. Om Shanti. Thank you, everyone.
Shanti, thank you, Baba. Thank you, Sakshiben. Thank you, Divine Family. And we shall meet tomorrow morning at 5 a.m.
Om
Thank you,
Shanti.
Baba.